Hi, good morning, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of the Football Forecast Show, in which we analyze football from an unbiased perspective. But we are unapologetically Manchester United fans. I'm here to give you predictions for the games that are going to take place, around 25 games that are going to take place on Sunday. The games on Sunday, it's going to be a fire Sunday. It's a Sunday that will determine a lot of things on the top of the league. You have three of the teams that are in the top four in contention are going to play on Sunday. You have Manchester United that will play on Sunday, Aston Villa that will play on Sunday, and Manchester City that will also play on Sunday, which means that is a day that we have to watch and see how the league table will switch from right to left, top to bottom. Someone will losing a place, someone will be gaining spots and things like that. The game between Aston Villa and Brentford is going to be a difficult game for Brentford, but Brentford is not uh, the kind of team that you take for granted. Brentford is not the kind of team that you take for granted. With their form of late, I think they can pull a result at Aston Villa. But again, uh, Aston Villa, following their victory midweek, should not be taken for granted. I think they mean business. Unai Emery means business this time around. So it's going to be a draw or a victory for Aston Villa. A draw, a victory for Aston Villa. And then you have the match that everybody will be waiting to watch, Manchester United versus Fulham. Not because it's going to be a classical kind of match like Real Madrid versus Barcelona or Manchester United versus ManCity, but because everyone will want to see whether the new Manchester United will be able to get a third victory in a row by displaying the scintillating kind of football that they played over the last 2 weeks to defeat Manchester City at Old Trafford and Manchester and Arsenal at the Emirates. So that is why all eyes will be at Old Trafford. Hopefully, Manchester United they'll bring their A game as they've always done for the last 2 weeks. They have to replicate, and consistency is the word that I was looking for. Consistency is what Manchester have to bring right now to bear on everything that they do. They have to be consistent. If they pick up 3 points from this game against Fulham, then now they become part of the conversation with regards to where the league table is, especially if the league leaders, uh, Arsenal, were to slip off at Ellen Road. So what I think will happen is Manchester United, even though they have a injury scare with Dogu, they still have capable players to replace him and still come up with the results. Either Cunha is going to replace Duku or Sesko is going to replace Duku, and Buemo gets to play on that flank and still give the same intensity that is required for the simplicity, structure, clarity, and fluidity of kind of football that Michael Carrick demands of his lads. The return of Joshua Zirkzee into the fold is also an additional weapon that could be needed if that could be used if need arises. Like I said, he plays just like Bebetov. Bebetov used to play with Michael Carrick, and I think if he loved Bebetov, then he will also love to have someone like Josh in his lineup. So I think Josh is going to have more opportunities under Michael Carrick. It's just a matter of time. I think all the conversation about George wanting to move and go to Italy is not going to happen. He's going to stay with Manchester United and get his opportunity. And under this new coach, he's going to get his opportunity. He have a different kind of play, the most skillful player that I've seen over for so many years. But then under the other system of play, he was not the right kind of player. Layman's, Luke Shaw, Maguire, uh, Martinez, Dalot, Kobe Minor, Casemiro in the middle of the field. Those are the potential 11 for the game against Fulham. History is also on the side of Manchester United. They have not been defeated by Fulham. They've been defeated by Fulham at Old Trafford for over the last 30 years just twice. So maybe that bit of history should repeat itself this time around and give Manchester United the victory that they will very much cherish and they need. The next game will be Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, they sold their captain at the wrong time. Matata wants to leave, and this is an opportunity for him to leave. He doesn't leave now, and then he gets to 30 years old, and it becomes difficult for him to get a decent transfer. I think Juventus are on his trails, and eventually Juventus will get their guy. the lack of the captain for Crystal Palace leaves that defense porous. I think Nottingham Forest is going to get a win or a draw in that game. And now the game of the day, another game of the day will be Manchester City versus Tottenham, and that that is going to be another battle. Uh, Pep has not been fortunate when he goes to Tottenham. Pep has not been fortunate when he goes to Tottenham, so I will not be surprised if Pep goes there and cannot get a victory. And if he doesn't get a victory, that speaks well for those who are behind, not those who are chasing the league. So I think Tottenham, they're going to come up with something of their sleeves and be able to get a result. This game is going to be a draw or a victory for Tottenham. So, guys, that will be it for this round of 25, week 25 games for the EPL. And come back again on Monday so we can do a preview of the week, a review of the week, and see exactly where we went right and where we went wrong. So in future we can begin to make changes. So have a nice day, guys. Do not forget to hit the notification bell, hit the subscription bell so we begin to bring contents of this nature to your doorsteps. Have a blessed day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And ciao. If your team win, don't forget to give us the notification that we very much cherish so we can continue to serve you. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.